Okay, this video picks up where the previous video about setting up your AdventureWorks database in Azure left off. So this video assumes you've created your Microsoft Imagine account, you've set up the SQL Server database in Azure with the AdventureWorks sample database. Now what we want to do is simply create a new Tableau workbook that connects to the live SQL Server database. So right down here, connect to a server, click on this guy. Let's make sure we still have open our info about our AdventureWorks database. So our server name's right here, we're going to need that. I'm going to click on this one. Our admin username is right here, and hopefully you remember your password. So Tableau opens this guy up. This was from the previous one I created. You won't have this here. Just come here and copy this server name, copied, paste it right there in server. For Tableau, you do need the name of the database, which I named mine AdventureWorks, but to double check and make sure, there we go. You can see right here, this is where I get the name from. So you may have called it something else. If you did, it's not a problem, but this is the name you want to plug in here. We're going to use a specific username and password. That would be my admin account, which is right here, MK415. Copy that. Okay, my previous one was MJK. Change that. Password, hopefully you remember that. I don't need to check any of these. Sign in. Okay, definitely takes a minute the first time. This process is slowed by the fact that we're using, again, that free tier in Azure, but it works. So you're going to use this for your what am I looking for? Your Tableau checkpoint assignment. So here's all the tables that came with that database. Let's grab a few of these and put them in here. So first of all, we're going to need customer, and we're going to have to do some guessing about how these tables connect, but it's pretty intuitive. It's not too hard. So customers create sales orders. Let's pull this one in. Let's check the relationship. Customer ID to customer ID, that sounds right. I'm going to leave it as an inner join because I don't want customers without orders. But yeah, no, I don't. Let's leave it as an inner join. All right, sales order detail, we're going to need this. Let's check this and make sure that sales order ID matches. Good. Primary key, foreign key relationship. I also use the address table. Let's see how this relates. Let's see if I can remember. This could be wrong. Build to address, ship to address, good. I think there's also a relationship between customer and address. No, because we got customer address right here. This is the relationship between customer and address. So customer ID to, there we go, customer ID to customer ID here, and then address ID, good, to address ID in customer address. Beautiful. Okay. We're also going to need product information. So let's expand this so we can see these tables a bit better. We're going to need, let's see, we got sales order header. Let's get product right here, this one. Product will be on a sales order detail. Good. Let's make sure they got that right. Product ID to product ID. Good. And we're probably going to need, what's in product model? I've forgotten. Let's take a, no, let's grab product description. See if this adds anything useful. All right, this one, it says we're not sure what you want here. So let's take a look at the details. Product. Where's my product description options? Oh, no, I don't want customer address. I want product ID on this side. Product ID right there. And in product description, I think this may be wrong. Yeah, I don't think that lines up. Let's kill product description for now because I also don't think there's anything in there that's going to be particularly useful to us. So let's remove that. And let's see an example of what this data is going to look like. All right, we've got an address, basically it's joined all this together and denormalized the data down here below. An address for a customer. Customer ID is repeated because they can have multiple orders. Alright, company name, salesperson, email address, password, yep. It would be fun is we should see if we can hack those passwords. Anyway, product ID right there, product name, product number. We've got order detail. I think this might be everything you'll need, but I'm not going to guarantee. But this looks like about what I use to complete and make that what do you call it? The Tableau checkpoint. So for that assignment, you're going to need to do exactly what I've done here. Connect to this database, come here to sheet 1, and start creating exactly what you see here in this assignment. So let me scroll down. Here's a picture of the dashboard I created and put on a web page. So you're going to need to make this map as a sheet, this category breakdown as a sheet, and pay close attention. I had to use some of the skills I learned in that first getting started video to make it look this way. And I don't want to tell you exactly what I had to do, but I had to modify a few things. Just to clarify, I've got one filter here, and then this discount by quantity, I've got the unit price discounts by the order quantity broken out, and I've added a cluster to this table. So the color represents clusters 1, 2, and 3. Down here you can see the events. When I click on or select items or marks from anything here on the dashboard, it's popping up over here on the right the details of those marks I've clicked on. So your task is to connect to the SQL Server database in Tableau, create the dashboard, put it here on a web page, and add the following buttons. Okay, whoops, let me scroll back. So here's what the buttons do. These first 4 just select different parts of the page. So let me actually give you a bit of a live demo here. Okay, so click on map, shows me just the map. Categories, cluster, the different parts of the dashboard or the whole dashboard together. Filter, United Kingdom is confused. Why is it showing me Massachusetts? Well, if you click on this city, it's the city of Cambridge, which there's one in the United Kingdom. Tableau is a little confused putting it here in the US, but let's not worry about that. If I click on the United States, it shows me just the US cities. I can zoom in. United Kingdom, back to Massachusetts. Oh, I shouldn't have messed with the zoom. Sorry, let me try that again. There we go. United States, it goes just down to these in the southwest. United Kingdom shows me that Cambridge one, mistakenly in Massachusetts, all regions. Cluster 1, 2, and 3 are going to select these clusters. Right down here, we have this is cluster 1, 2, and 3. So these buttons auto-select these. Let me go back here. I don't want to give too much away. So what happens is when I click on cluster 1, it selects cluster 1, and then over here with an event listener, it shows a summary of each of those marks off to the side. So every time I click on any mark on the page, it will show me the details of that mark over here. So if I click on cluster 2, it highlights all of the marks from cluster 2 and shows me their details over here on the side. Now, I just went to some examples and copied their examples and applied it to my dashboard. So what I've done to help you out is here in Learning Suite, I gave you references to the exact places I went to make all of these things work. So here on Tableau Checkpoint, you'll notice down here some links to filtering, responding to events, selecting sheets and marks. There's other places you can go look to find to do help on how to do this. But basically, when you're done, you're going to zip up your website and come in, drop it right here. Let me go to Student View so you can see what that'll look like. Again, zip up your website, click on Tableau Checkpoint, and view Submit It right here. And that's it. Talk to me in class if you have any questions.